Hello and welcome back to On The Go with myself, Barry and Bassett. It's been an exciting time for Arsenal fans. Are we hitting the form at the right time? And how can we maintain the form? We have Brentford coming and Porto before the 1 week break and international break. Where do you think Arsenal can win and lose this title race?
Yeah, welcome back, guys. It's been a while. First of all, I think that's been an impressive run. To see Arsenal play these days has just been magnificent. I laugh about watching them. I just laugh and just I just stay happy watching them right now. And it's an incredible run. We've gone 7 games in a row. But right now, I think we just need to take it as a game at a time. That's the most important thing right now. We focus on ourselves and rather than the opponents and get the winners consistently as we can. Because right now, I think we are hitting the form at the best time because um, facing Man City last season was we're coming from back-to-back draws, 3 back-to-back draws, and that really affected us in the title race last season. But this season, I think we're going into it's one of the best forms we've seen in Ateta's reign. So I think what we just need to do is focus on each game, and one thing I would like Ateta to do is manage the team rightly because right now we can't have any risk of losing big players.
Yeah, like you said, we can't risk on losing big players like the likes of Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Declan Rice, and Kayo Saka and Martinelli. At the moment, we're having players back, and I think this is the right time to just shuffle in the players coming in bit by bit, so that we can ensure that we don't risk injuries.
Yeah.
But like you said we are hitting the form at the right time. For me, I don't think it's exactly the right time we're hitting the form because right now we're going to be after Brentford and Porto, we're going to be having around 3 weeks break
3 weeks, a week
compared
before.
to other teams that would have 1 week break between football games, which is international break for other teams. But for us now, we're going to be having 3 weeks break. So I feel the Porto game and the Brentford game, which is the Brentford game coming this weekend, and as well as the Porto game coming during the week. I think those are the 2 games that will determine whether it's the right time we're picking up from. Because if we go into the Brentford game and Porto game and we eventually probably lose one, draw one, or lose one, win one, or lose the two, I would say it's a terrible form going into the final 10 games of the season, Premier League season. So for me, I think winning the 2 games right now is more key and important than the gig. What do you think about it?
Yeah, definitely. I would say you're right. Most importantly, as I said, we need to like win the game, the two games first of all, because I think the 3 weeks gap is a long is a huge gap for us to like make up our form back after the international break. So the first thing we need to do is win those 2 games because that will give us momentum. To give us momentum, certainly to when we come back, we'll have gotten injured players back as much as we can and definitely go on that last 10 games with huge focus.
Yeah, he said the 3 weeks break. I think is the right time to maintain the form if we win Brentford and Porto. But I'd like to put out a player that has been under the radar for Arsenal this season and since he came into the team. Kiwior, in the last 6 games or 7 games, he has had 3 clean sheets, 3 goals, 3 assists and a goal. And I mean, his assist against Sheffield United was a no look.
Yes.
So, what do you think about?
I think Kiwior, as I said, he has gone on under the radar, and I think that's impressive from him. Arteta kept him, put him back, kept him into the team back, like in a very difficult situation. And we could see we dropped from when he came in. But just after the break, as you said, now the popular Dubai break, I think it's very key that I think Arteta going into this season, as I said, it's very important. He wanted a fullback, an inverted fullback that can defend and also attack at the same time. And I think that's why we bought Timber. But with Zichenko, he doesn't give us that. And with Kiwior's form right now, I think he allows our fullbacks to come back right in time, not rushing them. So I think he's huge kudos to Jacob Kiwior. So hopefully he continues the form.
Yeah, exactly. Because around January, the rumors was that he was going to go on a loan or be sold for. I mean, he has proven, and the doubt I was wrong, that he's a player that can play for a big club like Arsenal.
Yeah, sure.
Another key point that has been coming up right now. I don't know if you can remember and it stated about how the invisible teams intimidated players from the tunnel.
Yeah.
And we can see the resemblance in what the current Arsenal team offer, coming with the big bodies at the back and in the midfield.
Yeah,
we can see that Arsenal are being intimidating even from the tunnel right now, because we're seeing clips right now as well going around about
I saw
how
that clip
intimidating
against
Arsenal look.
Sheffield United. I saw the clip and the picture against Sheffield United. But I think you can see now we have Ole Saka, Martinelli, Jorginho from the old squad, old starting level recently that have this
lightweight,
lightweight. Let me just say, not say small stature. So I think that shows a huge plan for Mateta and Edu to kind of build a strong physical team, and I think you see that from the pitch. And right now, I think a lot of teams will be facing us and be like, should we attack or should we defend? Anyone you want to do, just know you're dead. And I think that's the situation Arsenal are in right now. We are very commanding.
Yeah, and I think like that picture depicts what Arteta was trying to do beginning of the season, ensuring that Arsenal was very understanding. The players were very understanding about ensuring that we can defend our goal line before even thinking of the attack, because the attack for an Arsenal team is natural. It's going to come natural.
Yeah,
the flow will come natural. But the defense was something that Teta wanted to shove up and ensure that it was hard for us for teams to score against us. And now that we've assured our back line and ensured good defensive what they call the structure, it is helping us right now in the later stage of the season, and we can go and attack and not worry about the backline too much, because everybody is defending from the front. Let's talk about the Brentford game coming up.
Yeah,
we're going to be coming up against Ivan Toney that has been on the transfer news lately about his future, and as well as we're going to probably be seeing Ramsdale play his last Premier League game for Arsenal at the Emirates. What do you think about that? Do you think Arsenal fans have always been too attached emotionally with players rather than the club itself, or vice versa?
First of all, I think against Brentford, I think if we go in the right state of mind, I think we are going to definitely win the game. I doubt if Brentford will be a problem with the kind of defense they've been defending they've been putting up together right now. I think we're going to win that match. And when you talk about Ramsdale, I think you're right. We are emotionally too attached to Ramsdale because
and I don't think it's even just Ramsdale. Smith Rowe is not playing. Everybody's like, why is he not playing?
Yeah, I know.
When you can focus on the team in general.
Yeah, definitely. We know we can mention other players definitely that we are emotionally attached to. But when you look at Smith Rowe never like let us down. But last season, you can say a couple of matches, Ramsdale sold us out in terms of the title. So I think going into this season, Arteta made the right decision, as we can see at the end of the day. Raya is leading the clean sheet table, so I think right now, I think we just need to learn to move on from being attached to players and focus on the team. And I think with that, we can play, we can be a better football club and better fan base. I think going to this Brentford is, I would say, is our biggest game of the season so far because we have a huge chance to build ourselves into that Porto's game and kind of build that momentum to kind of, because I feel if we can beat Man City, I think we're the team to beat.
Yeah, but before even we get to Man City, like you said, Brentford is a key game, considering the fact that the Super Sunday clash against Man City and Liverpool
Yeah,
is a clash between first and second position, and we are facing the team around the bottom half of the league. And there's an opportunity for Arsenal to top the table or
yeah,
go on top of the table. And we heard Simon Jordan
yeah,
from TalkSport making a claim that if Arsenal can go top this weekend, it might be very hard for Arsenal to
go back.
lose the title. What do you think about his opinion? Because he
Yeah,
had the what do you call it? Stake a claim for Arsenal.
definitely, that's what I'm saying. I think you see with the start of this season we had Arteta had that the odds from last season, the disappointment from last season in his plans. We didn't start way we're not gelling the half of the season. We had this situation of people claiming that our set piece was one saving us games, or the one securing us the 3 points. But right now, at the time, allowed. I feel, and another thing I pointed to a couple of my friends here recently. I told them right that Ateta, a lot of our players are fit. Way before he says they are fit, but because going to looking at back to last season, we kind of had a situation whereby a lot of our players were not there when the time was needed. When the when the
Needed
games
them the most.
when we needed them the most, we lost our big players. We lost Partey, we lost Saliba, we lost a couple of players also in our back line and last season. But this season, there are a lot of players that are fit. Zinchenko is fit, I'm sure. Tomiyasu is fit. Partey is way fit than when we saw him against Chelsea. He wants us to have them at the right time. And going to after Brentford and Porto's game, I think we are going to have a lot of our players back, if not all of them. Even Timber will be back by then. So hopefully we can get the best of out of us fully fit squad this time around.
Yeah, but to finally round up
So
this
sorry, before I
session,
cut you short, but I think that's why I feel like Simon Jordan can smell it. Like we feel that if he can feel it, that we learned from last season. We are not. How many matches can you see this season that we are leading and we lost the points? We lost the 3 points. So that's another huge thing you could pick up from what Simon Jordan said. So
yeah, probably just
can't
Fulham.
believe. I think Fulham is one I can remember. Liverpool. So another one that I can remember.
Yeah,
So a lot of matches now that we've gone ahead, we ended up winning them. So I think this season is going to be this season, if we can go ahead of that table, hopefully we get a favorable draw against Man City and Liverpool, the top two, and we can go go ahead of the both of them at the top of the tree going into the international break.
yeah, hopefully. Before we round up, what do you want to see? Like, do you in the last two games we've kept the same lineup from Arteta's kept the same lineup? Do you want to see any changes going to Brentford, considering the fact that we are facing a very key tie against Porto in the
Yeah,
Champions League final at
definitely. I
Emirates?
would have said, okay, I want to see, yeah, I want to see a couple of changes because right now we need to be very smart because Porto's game is not going to be easy. So we have to be very smart. We can see Martinelli and Saka going down, out of the game early, in the against Sheffield, right? So I think it's very important we adjust a bit into this game. I think with Martinelli, I don't think it's be too quick for him this Brentford game to start, not to be in the squad, but to start to be very difficult to start him so early. So I think it's advisable kind of Saka was just ill. So I think he should have recovered by then. I think I would like to see Saka, Kai Havertz, and Trossard in the wing. Then we have Partey. I know Partey didn't play, was having, you could see that he lacks fitness and everything against Sheffield. With this game being at Emirates, I think the crowd was going to, pump him up and make him focus on the game and, help the team in this game. And so I would like to see Partey, Odegaard, and Rice in that midfield. The first time we're going to see them in the Premier League together, and also just the back line. I think the adjustment I would like to see in the back line is definitely just maybe adjustment from Kiwior's side. If we have either Tomiyasu or Zinchenko back in the squad, then we can make that. If not, we keep the lineup barring just Martinelli and Jorginho.
For me, I think you have to consider so much more than that change. For me, we have Porto coming up, and if you look at the way Porto play, I think we need Gabriel Jesus in that game. So I would want to probably put Nketiah in the starting lineup against Brentford with Trossard and Saka. Then in the midfield, bring in Fabio Vieira to play along with Odegaard, and that would be pivotal because we are aware that Brentford would sit back.
I like that. You said Nketiah way again.
Nketiah said Odegaard, and keep the same starting lineup at the back, but Ramsdale.
You just said Declan Rice, Vieira, and Odegaard in the midfield.
And Odegaard, because we know Brentford will sit back and just counter attack us with Wissa and long balls to Tony. So I think that would be key, considering that Porto would come in with pacey players and compact backline. I think we need mobility in the front line, and the fact that Havertz can come in from go into the box later and just attack the spaces.
I think it's smart with Vieira and Odegaard with Rice. I think you are right there. There are three players that can maintain the ball possession and keep possession of the football. So I think it's right that that's a good idea too. Same to Partey and Odegaard with Rice. So anyone which Arteta goes for, most importantly, we win this game. That's what matters at this point.
Exactly. What's your prediction of the game?
Definitely. I can't just see Arsenal keeping clean sheet at home, even though we've been keeping clean sheets though. But I just feel like the danger of Ivan Toney, I can see us conceding.
But considering the fact that Ramsdale has not kept in a while, so
yeah,
I think it might be vulnerable.
Yes, I can see Arsenal conceding, or I think we'll win 3-1.
Exactly. I think that's the perfect scoreline, considering the fact that Ramsdale has been off the what they call it, the sticks recently. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully we win. Give a shout out to our subscribers before we round up.
You guys, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because without you guys, we don't get motivated and energy from creating rich content. So you guys don't forget to subscribe, like, and share these videos. Love you guys.
And yeah, always continue to give us your opinion about what we need to improve on and other aspects we need to improve on. Because with your opinion, we can give you bigger and better content. Thank you very much.